The Hunger Games picked the best filming location for its movies, like the Marriott Marquis Hotel in Atlanta from Catching Fire and the Messedam Underpass in Berlin from Mockingjay. And they picked a lot of other great locations, so let's go over all of them, starting off with Catching Fire. Couldn't have said it better myself. 8 is exactly what the production team did for this movie. They shot the scenes of the Victor's living quarters in the Marriott Marquis Hotel in Atlanta. This building has been absolutely ran through. It's been used in a bunch of other productions like the Loki series, and it was also used as a reference for the design of the Harkonnen buildings in Dune. The arena scenes were shot in 2 different locations. The jungle and shoreline scenes were filmed in Hawaii, and they filmed the shore scenes in the Turtle Bay Resort because the bay has a crescent-shaped shoreline that matched perfectly with the circular profile that they were looking for the arena. But the scenes that feature the cornucopia section of the arena were filmed in the Clayton County Water Park in Atlanta because it has this circular man-made pool in it that was the perfect shape for the cornucopia sequence. As for the Capitol party scene where the Capitol citizen offers Peter a drink that makes you sick so you can eat more, that was shot in the Swan House in Atlanta. But now let's talk about the Mockingjay movies. The first Mockingjay movie is by far the most set-heavy film in the entire trilogy, and for good reason. Most of the scenes take place in District 13, which is an underground military base, so filming on location in a real military base was definitely out of the question unless they had like the Pentagon on speed dial, which wasn't the case. The production team wanted to create an enclosed and claustrophobic environment, so they drew inspiration from aircraft carriers. One of the main features that they wanted to include was low ceilings, which is something that you'd expect to see in a real military bunker. But sets with low ceilings make it difficult for the lighting team to properly illuminate the scene and keep the lighting equipment out of view. Think of things like sitcom sets. They usually never have ceilings because that space is reserved for all the lighting equipment. To get around that, the film crew had to get creative with their lighting techniques by incorporating visible light fixtures into their set pieces instead of relying on hidden ones. For example, the table in the control room, they didn't add lights to it just for the vibes. It served a practical function of lighting up the space for filming. But let's move on to Mockingjay Part 2. This is when the film crew took their very much deserved semester abroad, which is usually what people do to find themselves, but the film crew took it as an opportunity to find amazing locations for the movie. The scene where the rebel raiding party turns into a pool party was shot in the Palace of Abraxas in France, and the reason they chose this building is because the Capitol serves as the arena in this movie, so they wanted to shoot in locations that had unique architectural elements that could be edited in post-production to look like convincing booby traps. Like for example, the central circular courtyard in the Palace of Abraxas could believably be filled with black sludge because it's an enclosed structure. And this also applies to the location they chose for the Capitol Underground scene, the Messedam Underpass in Berlin, because it has these cylindrical light fixtures that could be edited in post to appear as if they were shooting out beams of light.